Hi, it's Melty, and I'm back again with another episode of Is She Worth Your Gems? And today we'll be discussing the newly released Hellsing Challenge Review Support, which is Hellsing Michiru Otori, which is a snow back roll unit. Um, hmm. Let us discuss what she has. I know you guys are not familiar with it because she actually has a new skill which everyone was discussing like for the past month, ever since she was leaked. Um, so before we get into detail, let's look at her because she's giving me Castlevania vibes. Look at that, pretty, pretty dope. Not really my style, but she looked better in her art for some reason. But yeah, anyways, Hellsing, if you raise to max rank 9, she actually has the speed of Snow White, and Snow White is like the 5th fastest unit in the game. Um, she is 1804, I think. So she has 1804 speed, which is really fast. But let's talk about her skills and how you should use her. So you have Strong Slash and Holy Light, which is already a given that these are two useless skills in PvP. And it's not really good. Um, I mean, take a look at it. High damage to front enemy, but low brilliance recovery to self. This is very selfish for AP3. I don't think that's a thing. But I mean, the fact that it's high damage, maybe that's why they made it AP3. Let's talk about these. So, Silver Bullet. High damage to front enemy, dealing more damage when own HP is lower. So, she's one of those, tricky people to use because she has to have low HP in order for her to have more damage, which is actually pretty funny. But where A-Team gets creative is her Climax Act, which I'm sure you guys would be excited about. I'm just okay about it, but maybe some of you might find it interesting. She deals high damage to enemy with the highest act power and removes exit from one front ally. Okay, so you guys, of course, are not familiar with removes exit because it's just been released today. And to those JP users, of course, they probably know it and experienced it already. So removes exit is not really a good term or like a good word to name it. I don't think it's proper, but basically removes exit, that what they call English buff removes exit. Jesus, can't they translate this better? Removes exit basically revives a dead teammate with 40%. 40%. Wait, let me check the camera. 40? Yeah. 40% of their max HP and gives invincible for one turn. So basically, you attack the highest act, and one of your dead allies just revives with 40% HP and is invincible for that turn. So this is really good for PvE, particular, of course, like her label, Challenge Review Boss. Of course, they're really good where they at, and she basically revives, and I guess that's something not that new, but her buff is new, which gives what do you call this, invincible and the health. Um, Wait a second. Does Nightingale have that? I'm actually not sure. But basically, that's what she does. She's basically a reviver. Let's get into her unit skill. Basic auto skills, evade, confusion, and blindness. Of course, these are built for the challenge review bosses that give blind and of course confusion, which is really irritating. Start with evade, which is actually really good. Start revival boss. Oh, I am not sure about the event for her, but okay, let's discuss briefly on where is she supposed to be used. So PvP, it's a no for me. No, she can't. She can't work in PvP. Period. Sure, maybe you can reach A with revival. I've actually encountered a couple of people using Nightingale. Usually when when you're SSS and then you match up with an S or an SS, some people use Nightingale. I'm surprised why. But I think having a reviver, unless their kit is really good, is really useless in PvP because she's basically just there to fill in and just revive a person who's dead. And she's basically useless. So all she does is what? Get low health and deal a little more damage and revive for a dead teammate in front, which is not really that cute. Unless you're just doing challenge review. Challenge review, of course, is to like fight bosses to unlock the round table units. Excuse me, I'm so sleepy. But anyways, that said, PvE, yes, she's really good, especially if you're like a newbie, fighting early bosses and you're having a hard time. Is also really good for Stage of Dreams, so that if you have a dead character, you can just revive them, and you can just keep healing and healing and healing, which is really good. Um, would I personally pull for her and go for her? No. I am really more PvP focused, and I just like the thrill of the meta, honestly. Is she worth your gems? Yes, for challenge review and PvE content. 100% yes for PvE content, if you guys are focused on that. But in PvP, I am not really giving it even a score. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But let's say you get her and you're desperate for a new stage girl. Yes, if you're gonna use her in PvP, sure, go, you can do it. But I don't think you'll get beyond A. If you do, that means you're carried by other units, but I guess that's it. That's your max rank you'll get. You can prove me wrong, sure, but I don't think you'll ever need her in an SSS high rank, PvP fight. So, with that said, um, is she worth your gems? For PvE, yes. For PvP, no. And that's basically it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this short episode of Is She Worth Your Gems, and see you guys next time.